Okay, then, to our next story. You know, the travails of the leader of the separatist group, the Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB, came to a head on November 20 when he was sentenced to life in prison and transferred to the Sokoto Custodial Center. But Abia State Governor, the personable Governor Alex Otti, has announced the activation of an existing diplomatic strategy aimed at securing Nnamdi Kanu's release through dialogue and political resolution. Governor Otti hinted that the strategy was explained to Kanu himself during his visit to the office of the DSS earlier in 2025. A vital question to ask here is this: if Nnamdi Kanu is ready to renounce the agitation, is he ready to renounce the agitation if his release is obtained? Asuko, let's go there.
You know, this has been a very touchy, matter, since he was, brought back to Nigeria and his matter started in court. We were hoping that at some point the matter would have been, dealt with, completely, until I think when he decided to sack his lawyers, that was when I knew that definitely this matter will not, is going to go very hurry. And when Justice Omotosho was handing down that judgment, I knew that it was not going to be something that would be lenient. But he was lenient, even citing Bible, verses to say, okay, rather than giving him, death sentence, I would prefer to give him a life, imprisonment.
Okay.
There've been some comments, left, right, and center on why.
It has split opinion in the country.
Definitely, yeah. Definitely. Because if you look at it, right from day one, I know even down here on Journalist Hangout, we are always asking that leaders of thought in Igbo land should find ways of appealing to him to be able to see how we can go for a political solution. Now, that political solution cannot come if he has the kind of disposition that was displayed on that very day,
Okay.
and that is
especially in court,
in
right?
court, because so many people who would have loved him to, to go that route of political solution are beginning to wonder, is this the kind of person that wants a political solution? But it's good enough that those who understand how this thing has been going, like Governor Otti, Bianca, the Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, and so many others, have also come out to say, okay, you know what, we'll weigh in. Let's see if we can, solve this problem, once and for all, So I think there are so many things that will come up around it. And I have my own reservation about some things, and which people have also called me to say, and I hope that but even if they are going through the political solution, will he himself agree to it?
Or play ball, as they say. Yeah, BKO, so we are having to come back again. BKO, my trouble here is Nnamdi Kanu's intemperate language. You saw it in court. And so is that a gentleman who wants peace to reign, if you understand what I mean?
Well, it all depends. The Nnamdi Kanu who expressed a desire for out-of-court settlement in open court, I think sometime last year, is different to the Nnamdi Kanu that we saw in the days and weeks leading to his eventual conviction. I think frustration set in at the point when his lawyer approached the court to say they were ready for out-of-court settlement. But Awumolo, the lawyer leading the prosecution, said he had no mandate to grant that wish of the Kanu team to settle out of court.
Yeah.
I think it was, and he said in open court back then that he was ready to abide by the conditions that they gave him, that he was ready to stay in house arrest. He stay under house arrest. He just wanted to get out of the DSS facility.
Yeah.
When nothing happened along that line, I guess he got frustrated and started saying that the court had no power to try him, that they were trying him under a repealed law. But the laws of Nigeria says that even
oh dear, the glitch again. We'll get back to him, but
appealed.
Okay.
The cases that were they mean by those cases will be protected. I don't know where the problem is. If I can hear you clearly and you are not hearing me, there something is wrong. Maybe from that Lagos end.
It's a glitch. It happens. Go on.
Yes. So Kanu, I think, got frustrated at a point when his offer for out-of-court settlement was rebuffed, and his attitude changed. He became aggressive, became violent, But I know that they have been making moves towards an out-of-court settlement. Bianca Ono, the Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, has been working on that. Governor Oti has also been working on that. Benjamin Kalu, the Deputy Speaker of the House of Reps, had been working on that. So I know that there were moves along that line. I agree with you that Kanu may have worsened things by some of his actions of the last few weeks.
And
beating up his own lawyer.
And utterances.
Yes, beating up his own lawyer in court is unheard of. I've never seen where an accused person beat up his lawyer in open court, saying that the judge does not know law in open court, abusing people in the way he did, will definitely give the other side a reason to not be interested in an out-of-court settlement. Unless he's prepared to abide by some stipulations. All of the people asking for unconditional release, they don't know what they are doing.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
There's no way somebody will be charged to court for treason, for terrorism, and then you are asking for unconditional release. His release will be predicated on some conditions.
Oh, yeah.
So they should forget about unconditional release. There has to be conditions. And even those who pleaded with the former president, Buhari, they said they were ready to abide by conditions.
Oh, yeah.
Mbazuleke Amechi, First Republic Aviation Minister, pushed hard for his release. He said, look, he's my son. He will do whatever I tell him to do. So Kanu also needs to help those who are trying to help him, in my view.
Yeah.
By his utterances, by his conduct. And he has to renounce armed struggle against the Nigerian nation. He has to stop his agitation, because the Nigerian state will not agree to any form of balkanization. I've said it before, America is the home of democracy, the capital of democracy, the headquarters of democracy. If any of the American states, even Alaska, for example,
if you remember, Texas also threatened to go
as far as America is, as far as Alaska is, and with the fact that it's covered in snow and all that, if they try to leave the country, of course they will be resisted with the full might, with the full military might of America. So that is the thing. And our own country, we do not have, our constitution does not recognize referendum. So constantly calling for a referendum is a waste of time.
Yeah.
So there has to be conditions for this man to secure freedom through a political solution. He has to know that. His supporters also have to know that. And the advantage is not the ball, they do not have the advantage because now he's been convicted. So the other side feels much more strengthened.
Yeah, thank you.
You know, they have the advantage now. It's like in a game of football. Once you scored against your opponent, you have an advantage until they find a way to equalize.
Yeah.
So this is the thing. They have to be ready for conditions. Or to meet some conditions before freedom can happen, before before release or political solution can happen. And Governor Oti also referred to the fact that they had been talking about it, and some issues have been raised, some conditions have been raised. So I hope the talks will continue so that we can find a resolution.
BK, before I forget it, let me tease you here. If you remember, the late Dim Emeka Ojukwu, his own Biafra was the old eastern region of Nigeria. But Nnamdi Kanu's Biafra extends to Benue State, even to Ondo State. You see my predicament here?
You see material. Who amongst the people in those places are prepared, even in the southwest, the 5 states of the southeast? How many people want to be part of this Biafra? Not to talk of people in far-flung states. So you see material, you can add all kinds of people, all kinds of states. But are those people prepared to leave Nigeria? Do they agree to his agitation? So whatever states he puts there, or Simon Ekpa puts on the map, does not matter.
Okay, thank you. Asukwo, you know, the second leg of the story is having to do with Nnamdi Kanu's wife, who has confirmed his movement to the Sokoto Custodial Center. Sokoto is in Nigeria.
Of course, you know. The judge actually said that, he has to be put somewhere whereby he will not be able to, get,
gadgets and all that,
make calls and all, But the thing is, he's going to be kept somewhere. I think the wife was also saying that nobody told her, about it and all that. But the thing is, the law is the law.
Yeah.
If the judge has said keep him somewhere, he can't be staying in the DSS facility for long. He has been there for a very long time.
Yeah.
But now that he has been, been sentenced, he needs to go to prison. That is the real prison, so that he'll be able to, go ahead with his life, continue with his life sentence over in there. So, while we are moving, while he's there in Sokoto, I think just like solution is where they are all thinking of and saying how they can solve this problem. They need to bring